2 layers of rich chocolate sponge cake, layered with the dark chocolate and coffee mousse. This one is for all the chocolate and coffee lovers. It's delicious, chocolatey, light and creamy, all in one and reminiscent of a nice cup of mocha coffee. This is definitely not a quick recipe, as it has a few different elements. However, it is also not highly technical or complicated. This cake requires a little patience. Now, let me show you how to make it. It's very important to make the chocolate sponge cake in advance so that it has time to cool, as mousse is very susceptible to heat. Once the sponge is baked, transfer it to a cooling rack and leave to cool completely. Wrap the cool sponge cake in a Ziploc bag, then let it rest overnight in the fridge. This will ensure that all the moisture is sealed and the sponge is perfect firm texture for trimming and layering. If you are in a hurry or have to make the cake on the same day, let the cake cool for at least 30 minutes before wrapping and place in the fridge to chill. Don't rush the chilling time. If anything is too warm when assembled, it will melt and you won't get that light and fluffy mousse texture. For the mousse, we will start by brewing your favorite coffee. 1 tablespoon of ground coffee is quite balanced, but if you want a stronger coffee taste, you can use 2 tablespoons. Then let the coffee cool completely. In the meantime, finely chop the dark chocolate. Place it in a medium-sized heat-proof bowl. I recommend using 60% dark chocolate for a defined taste, or you can use dark chocolate compound. Once the coffee has cooled, divide it into 3 portions. First, for the sugar syrup, mix 25 grams with the castor sugar. I like to add some dark rum for extra kick. If you don't want alcohol in your cake, you can just omit it. Second, mix 30 grams with the gelatin to bloom it. Set it aside. Then place the remaining 100 grams with milk in a medium saucepan. Cook over medium heat. Once it starts to bubble, pour this mixture over the chopped chocolate. Stir until the chocolate has fully melted into the liquid. Then immediately add the bloom gelatin and mix again until everything is dissolved. Please note, this mixture needs to be fully cold but not stiff before you fold into the whipped cream. It will take for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. In the meanwhile, we can prepare the cake layers and molds to assemble them. Cut the chilled cake into 2 equal layers, about 1 inch thick. You can use the top for other purposes. Then, using the outside edge of the ring mold as a guide, trim the sides of the cake. This trimming method ensures there's no gaps between the cake and the ring, so the mousse doesn't leak over the side. Once it's done, wrap cake layers in a cling wrap to prevent from drying out. And for assembly, cover one side of the ring mold with the cling wrap. And place a sheet of reusable non-stick baking paper on the bottom for easy removal. Make sure to prepare this first. Don't let by the time the mousse starts to set, the ring isn't ready yet. That will be a disaster. Once the chocolate coffee mixture cooled to room temperature, we can start beating the whipped cream. I highly suggest to whip the cream over an ice bath. This will help stabilize the cream longer, especially when the weather is hot and you're whipping by hand. On medium-high speed, whip the cream until stiff peaks foam. Using a white rubber spatula, gently fold the cold coffee chocolate liquid into the whipped cream in 2 additions. Don't stir the mixture or you will deflate the cream and make a dense filling. Then immediately remove the bowl. Don't let the mousse sit too long and harden in the ice bath. Add finely ground coffee. All is well prepared. Now we can start assembling the cake. Place the first cake layer to the line plate ring mold. Brush with some coffee sugar syrup. This will keep the cake moist and add extra flavor to the cake. Pour half of the mocha cream over the first layer. Use the back of the spoon to smooth out and bring it all the way to the edges. Place the second layer of cake over it. Press down on the top layer of cake so that it lies level and firmly on the mousse. Repeat the same process for remaining syrup and mousse. Once it's done, place the cake bake in the fridge for at least 8 hours or preferably overnight. If you like to decorate the cake, I'll show you the simplest way to make attractive chocolate decorations. Place a piece of non-stick baking paper on top of the template. Secure them with some tape. Feel free to use any design according to your taste. Place the bowl of chopped dark chocolate over the pan of hot water. Make sure that the bowl doesn't touch the water. Stir the chocolate until it's completely melted without any lumps. Don't let the water drip on the chocolate. It will cause it to seize, becoming stiff and grainy instead of smooth and silky. Pour the melted chocolate into a piping bag. And when pressing it, make sure the outer frame is thicker so it doesn't break when lifted. Chocolate is best frozen at 17 to 21 degrees Celsius. Once it's done, let it harden at room temperature for best result. It will take longer, but this way the chocolate can maintain its shape and shine. If the room temperature is too warm, the only way is to put it in the fridge. However, the chocolate will sweat and lose its shine. After 8 hours in the fridge, the mousse has hardened. To unmold, press the ring mold on an inverted 6-inch round baking pan. Peel away the cling film. Then using hot towel, wrap around the outside of the ring for a few seconds to loosen it. Gently push the ring down. Then carefully transfer the cake to a display plate. Beautify with some buttercream and chocolate decoration. This rich chocolate cake is light, fluffy, and decadent. The Mocha Mousse is creamy and airy. Bring some softness to this cake. Chocolate and coffee have always made such a great pair, and it is heavenly. I'm sure any chocolate or coffee lover will love this cake. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you can share this beautiful cake with someone you love. Bye everyone.